Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
We're live.
You believe so?
Hope so.
So what are we doing today?
Should we introduce the gamers in case anyone hasn't seen
Yes,
it before?
so we're streaming Wargroove, which is our next game. And today we're going to have a match between Rodrigo, who is a programmer, and Jay, who is an artist.
Hey.
So we've got creativity versus, what did I say before?
What?
Logic versus
Are you
creativity.
saying I'm not creative?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So
Wow.
let's see how this plays out.
And who are you?
It's not.
Who am I?
Who are you?
Who
Yeah.
am I? Introduce me.
You're Finn.
Thanks.
Okay.
Let's go.
Cool. Let's do this.
Okay.
So, we did a blog post about this earlier in the week. We've got like a whole new kind of biome tile set. So we've got kind of like the desert biome, and the desert has, all the tiles are the same, right? It kind of replaces them with equivalents. So you've still got jungle terrain, but it's like kind of now with palm trees and cacti.
Yeah, it has the little forest styles, some desert, and mountains. So far there's no mechanical difference between the biomes, although we have a few things planned around. With
I mean, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
So the major difference is going to be the weather conditions that appear in each fire.
Should we dive back and actually introduce the game for anyone who might not know much about it?
Are we going too deep into
Elevator pitch, go on, Jay.
Elevator pitch. This is Wargroove. It's a kind of tactical strategy game. It's pixel art. It's charming, and you have these cool characters, and you have to fight and win.
It's a light tactical game.
Yeah.
It's
In the vein of Advance Wars,
Yep.
and Tactics Ogre, and that kind of thing. Fire Emblem as well. You've got hero characters. And it's very easy to play, hard to master.
It's not an RPG. It's
Very
not about
accessible.
leveling up.
It's not an RPG, there's no leveling up. It's not Fire Emblem. It's close, I guess, in
Thematically,
title,
it's
but,
got a few things going on,
yeah.
I suppose,
but it doesn't have the whole leveling stuff.
So someone in the chat says, sadly, perfectly mirrored maps are actually imbalanced. We know about this,
Yeah.
and we're aware of this. As you can see on this map, blue actually starts with an extra soldier to vaguely address the balance. It's not a full-on solution, it's just what we're using for playtesting right now. But we're looking at various different solutions, and we'll see what we come up with.
I also noticed somebody there noticed the 0% death icon, which is
that might need some
placeholder,
explaining. That
yeah.
might have to need some
Okay,
explaining.
you guys start.
Okay.
And I'll explain the 0% death icon.
Okay. Am I playing Marcia then?
You're playing
Oh,
this out.
really?
Okay. Sure.
So something we introduced in this build of the game that wasn't there before is we've expanded commander powers a whole lot. And now commanders have to build up their power through attacking and counter-attacking and killing units. I think the values right now are 5% passive per turn, 5% on a counter-attack, 5% on attack, and is it 20% on a kill? I think it's
30
No,
maybe?
it's 20.
You might have.
And that's what the little ghost icon is right now. It's a placeholder, obviously. We're going to have a proper power meter and there'll be animations attached to it and everything else.
And then they're pretty.
And hopefully it will look pretty as well. Yeah. But that's how they build up their powers. And in this match, we've got Mercia versus Valda. Mercia's power is a heal. It's an area of effect heal. It's quite a large area of effect heal. And it heals all of the units in the area for 30%. And Valda's power is he summons a skeleton. He raises a skeleton from the dead. And what's really interesting about that power is that the skeleton he raises can then move. So it actually gives Valda a massive, sort of massive long-range attack because he can move a long way, summon a skeleton, the skeleton can move and then attack an opponent. Okay, so what's going on here?
In the previous build, we didn't actually have Valda. We only had one commander.
Oh,
so
did we not?
that'd be something to show.
I need to
I guess.
speak more.
Some placeholder backgrounds there. Please don't mind them.
That's Rodrigo's art.
That's not my art. I could honestly not draw a placeholder that good.
I think you were asking if it's creative.
I mean, creativity takes on more forms than visual art, right? I don't know. It's my excuse maybe.
So what are you guys thinking right now?
Well, it's my first time playing this map, and it's actually my first time playing this game in versus mode in probably like 3 months.
So we should explain that.
Yeah.
Some context. Some context
that's
necessary.
not indicative of the rest of the team.
No, I'm the exception in the team.
Rodrigo has a aversion to playing competitively against people.
I don't like competitive.
So this is quite a rare moment.
I'm being dragged out of my comfort zone. The rest of the team and some people outside the team have been playing the game exhaustively and doing other playtests. So I actually might make some incredibly bad decisions during the course of this match.
Almost certain.
Yes. I might already have. I don't know if I overstretched with Mercia by moving her here.
I think you're fine there.
I think for now.
I'm going to try and not backseat play.
Yeah.
I'm going to try really hard.
Something new in this build you might want to go into more detail about is the passive abilities.
Yes. So every unit has apart from one that we haven't announced yet, but is going to be in the stream, I think. Every unit has a passive ability, and it's different per unit. For example, the basic soldiers do a critical hit if they're standing next to a commander when they attack. The knight, if he charges 5 spaces and then attacks a unit, he gets a critical hit. There are various different ones for every character, but they add a sort of extra level of tactical depth. We've also added the archer in this build. The archer is a particularly interesting unit. It's the only unit so far that can move and attack in the same turn. But if it does move and attack, it doesn't get its critical hit. It only gets a critical if it stays put.
Someone asked how you actually go about designing the characters. That's quite an interesting question. I don't know. I like to see the characters, the commanders in particular, as kind of like, if you imagine that each faction has like kind of like a collection of personality types and associated tropes with it, then each one of the commanders kind of reflects a part of that. The best example we have right now, we have Valda and Ragnar are both Felheim Legion commanders, and then the faction is kind of defined by its kind of like these undead warriors, and they're all.
It's also kind of a multi-part question, right? So there's designing the character, its personality, its appearance, but there's also designing the mechanics.
Yeah, true.
So with the mechanics, we tend to work backwards a little bit. We come up with, the defining feature of a commander is its special attack, and we come up with special attacks that we think might provide tactical depth or interesting gameplay scenarios, and then we work backwards to see who would fit that mechanic most, or so on. And then from a sort of story-driven and artistic perspective, there is, as you said, this kind of push for lots of different personalities to be represented that play off each other kind of in an interesting way in the story.
Yeah, like you have, like with Felheim, they're kind of like old like necromantic warriors raised from the dead. So then Valda kind of reflects that kind of dark magic kind of aspect, and then Ragnar in comparison, she's kind of like the kind of childlike warrior.
And then we try to make those the powers reflect the personality as well.
So it all kind of works together.
Someone's asking you to recruit a turtle. I don't think the turtle.
There's no
ports, no dock on this map.
In this map.
Ports, docks, whatever.
What are we even called?
I think they're called ports right now.
Okay.
So as you'll notice, there are certain sprites here that still have placeholder graphics. Some of them are quite amusing, like the balloon.
I think the balloon might be the only one.
Check out this balloon.
It's amazing. I think there is.
I dummied out everything except.
What about the ballista? Does it have one now?
The ballista. The icon is, and the map screen is, but in battle it's got.
So interesting.
We're redoing the entire UI, so a lot of the portraits
stretching things. Yeah.
We're gonna have a nice, really nice portrait screen with animation, animated units, and some unique backgrounds, stuff like that.
Someone's asking about skipping battle animations.
It will be in some form.
So probably in multiple forms.
Yes.
So right now, when you move a unit, if you hold down the A button, that unit accelerates down its movement path, so you can move quicker. And then we want to introduce the same thing in the battle sequences, so you can speed them up. We also want you to be able to just skip them, maybe if you push start or something like that. And then also we want the option for you to be able to just turn them off completely. So there's like levels too. I think one of the things that's really nice is when you disable battle animations so the match speeds up, but then there are certain like key moments where you want to see the battle animation play out and like revel in your victory.
Some games do it so you can turn them off for certain unit types, and then you can have it so the commanders in particular get played and everyone else doesn't. That'll be interesting.
Someone's asking about I don't know how much you want to reveal on this yet.
Yeah.
But what are the tropes for each empire? So I mean, right now we've got Cherry Stone Kingdom, and they're like the
heroic,
heroic, gallant,
like
the good guys.
Typical fantasy protagonists.
We've got Felheim, the Felheim Legion. They're not as evil as you might think.
They're not like the villains. Of
they're kind
of
they're a little violent, a little you know.
Where's my skeleton's completely gone.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Mercia.
You're not paying attention here,
I
right?
am. I'm thrown off by talking about.
But we've got Felheim, and they're a little bit sort of unpredictable, a little wild. They're hard to control, but they do ultimately want peace as well, I think.
Peace is maybe not the right
Well,
word. They don't want like
we'll see.
the ruination of everything.
And then we have Heavensong.
Do we want to talk?
Said too much about Heavensong, but just I guess
They're going to be
some
very
key
cool.
words.
They're going to be very cool.
There's like grace and science and
they're the culture.
Culture, yeah.
But they're going to have some interesting twists that
And
people
then
will be
we
surprised
have
about.
the Florence,
Yeah.
which, you know, if you know Starbound, you probably have a good idea. But we're using it as an opportunity to explore some of the Floran culture as well. So that'll be interesting. Okay, so what's going on here? So both players have recruited a harpy.
Or a vampire.
Or a vampire. The units differ per faction. Probably the reason for that is that they're deadlocked in the middle on that little island there. And that island is probably key on this map. Because having the economic advantage is really important, and then if you secure the economic advantage, that barracks on the island is also pretty important. The Harpies are good for attacking that position because they can attack from off the coast, so there's a positional advantage. Ragnar and Mercia are fighting in the middle there. That could... one of the interesting things about Wargroove in our playtest so far is that there's a real advantage to being hyper-aggressive with your commanders because they're so strong, so powerful. Their unique abilities can let you sort of catch someone unaware, but at the same time, you can easily make a mistake doing that and lose the whole match very quickly. We were playtesting the other day, and two people who are very familiar with the game at this point were playing, and a game was over in 5 turns. But no one made like a terrible move. It was just attempting to capitalize with the commander going wrong.
I have some interesting choices here right now. Not quite sure. Now I could use this harpy to just get rid of, well, mostly get rid of this soldier. Together with this one I can kill him. But that means that harpy will have first hit on mine. Now, if I don't do that, Jay will probably take this island. Which is not ideal, but if I do this...
There's another thing you're missing.
No,
shouldn't backseat play.
Shouldn't backseat play.
We should switch to the bigger screen actually, hang on.
Yeah, let's do that. There we go, that's nice.
So I could take the barracks and then even if he kills me I can kinda start spamming, but then thing is, I can't attack his harpy this turn anyway. To be able to take the city at least. Now the question is also what I do here, and there's so many options. See, this is why I don't like playing competitive games. I want to stop and analyze all of the options.
It's okay, you can... Or I could start turn timering you guys.
No, that's fine.
We do plan to have a turn timer. It's not implemented just yet, it's just not something focused on yet. It's optional, of course, but in a more competitive match, it adds a lot, I think. There's a few questions in the chat, so let's see.
Someone asked about if there's co-op or PvP.
There are both, depending on how you set up your matches, and there are campaigns and so on. Someone's asking about, will we be showing a game at Gamescom or to the press and public in various events and things? We do plan to show it at a bunch of events. What's the next one? PAX?
I don't know if we have any announcements yet for any events.
Okay. Does this have a release date? Not yet.
It's kind of like we want to make it really, really good.
We do. We do.
I mean, that's very generic.
That is a goal of ours. Yes.
How good is a harpy against a harpy? Just ours. In the first hit, it's not going to be great for me.
Someone asks how we're doing.
How are we doing?
How are we doing?
Good.
It's Friday, right?
It's Friday,
Is it Friday? It's hard to
It's
tell,
Friday, we
isn't
will
it?
have a drink. I need another drink.
So I kind of want you to do this.
So hold on. Let's ask the stream. What does the stream think you should do?
I don't think
In
we
a
should
situation.
crowdsource decisions.
Well, you don't have to go with
Right,
that.
okay.
It's just information for you.
See, I mean, I could also just
Yeah.
go and attack and take one of those cities.
Should you though?
And just like, and just like start upsetting Jay's economy. Like if I go here, I also block the way of the wagon, but I can't. Oh, actually, this is a really interesting move. Because if I win against the city, I'll be charging Mercia's Groove.
Okay, so someone's saying, capture the barracks, do not attack with the infantry, position the harpy to punish offensive by their harpy.
That is
This is
good in general. I mean, the thing with the barracks is I could recruit an NTR unit from this barracks.
And also, it's worth pointing out, the reason I assume you said the move to that city was really interesting is because it blocks the road.
Yeah,
So
and
one
also
thing-
because it takes the city and...
Yeah, so one thing that's really important in Wargroove are the roads, because units like the wagon can move a very, very, very long way over roads. But then as soon as you block the road with a unit, you cut off that road.
Kind of willing to go YOLO on this. It's dangerous because I'm between his commander and his harpy, so he can send his harpy over to try to flank me. That means he'll be giving up on this side of the battle.
I do
That's
have
true.
a difficult decision of like if I cut this game short by beating him, then our stream is just it's just over, right?
Wow.
What do
Oh
we do
yeah, that
then?
must be it.
Wow.
Let's see.
Wow.
Is there a limit to map size creation? Is there technically a limit?
It's technically limited. There will probably be
We-
some
we-
reasonable limits.
Ethically, ethically there's a limit.
I think we'll probably set a limit because we're going to have map sharing.
Yeah.
So there has to be some limit.
How big
Right
is
now, from a
this
technical
map?
perspective, there
Is this-
isn't a limit.
32 by 32? This looks about 32 by 32, including all this empty ocean space.
Let's see what else. Do you plan to include a synchronous multiplayer? Yes, we do. And we're aiming for the synchronous multiplayer to be cross-platform. So you have cross-play across as many platforms as we can manage.
I don't like this older guy at first. I mean,
Someone asks.
I feel like we're seeing a logic versus art thing going on right here. Rodrigo's
this
planning out every move.
If I do this, he's gonna move
Jay's
his harpy in. He's
using
gonna
his
attack
gut
with
instincts.
commander.
There is something to say about the art of war.
I will
right?
be almost dead. I will have my heal done in time. I will be able to attack with the soldier if he isn't.
You should definitely rush in with your commander alone into my
That
area.
always works, right?
So someone asked, are units the same across all nations and commanders? So units, they have an equivalent across all nations that have the same stats. So for example, the Harpy on the Cherrystone Kingdom has a Vampire on the Felheim Legion. The commanders, however, don't have the same powers. So there's not an equivalent to Valda on any other faction.
Someone's asking about if there's going to be modded tile sets and units.
Yeah, we're planning to go full on mod support with workshop and so on.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Was the game art all done in A-Sprite? A lot of it was, not all of it.
So I mean, ultimately everything ends up in A-Sprite.
Yeah, we use A-Sprite's file format to do some interesting pipeline stuff, but a couple of our artists use graphic scale as well.
Is Valda
facing
still?
off against Messia.
Is Valda still using a sound effect?
Yeah, I think it's still
my
a
God.
temporary one.
Oh, this is not ideal.
I'm surprised you let me keep this city.
Uh-oh.
Going
See?
for the kill.
Well, alright. Who knows where I'm going? Really?
Get to the middle of the map where you can access lots of places. I
Get my
suppose.
Skelly Archer.
Let's get out.
The name Skelly Archer was temporary and no one's replaced it yet, so now it's made it into
I mean,
a
this
stream.
this happens. This happens in this game sometimes.
These guys must be boiling hot in like that full plate armor in the desert.
Yeah.
The skeletons are fine, they don't have like skin.
You can have hot bones.
Hot bones.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, let me check what's the range on this thing. I'm out of range of his Harpy. I'm in range of his other city.
So someone is asking, Masir is designed to operate on a similar notion to the swordsman unit. What unit is Valda designed to emulate? Right now, so initially we were going to go down the route of each commander emulating a unit, but there are some major balance concerns with that, and I think we are considering just making commanders their own unit with their own balance. And right now, both commanders do have the same balance, and it's different from any other unit in the game. Of course, they do have the same attack properties as foot soldiers, but we'll see how that plays out.
Someone asks if they'll be able to play against their friends on PC if they play on the Switch.
It's looking more than likely, yes.
Email Nintendo. Get them to email Nintendo. Show your support.
Mail.
I absolutely do not like what is happening here.
That's because you're losing.
But am I though?
Yes. Quite dramatically.
We'll see, won't we?
A few interesting options here. Now, I think the real question for me here is what do I recruit here?
What
I
do we do
something.
if Jay loses really fast? Do we get Doris in here? we could get Doris in.
We get Doris to play.
This I can drag
you.
I can drag this match out if it needs to be. Don't worry. Don't worry about that.
It's not the best thing we can do for this stream, dragging the match out. I can just get a golem.
Someone
we were
wagon
joking about a wagon commander earlier today. And Rodrigo keeps going on about a.
Golem's not good against air though.
I mean,
Golem can't even hit air, can it?
No, exactly.
Rodrigo was joking about a trebuchet commander.
Should do trebuchet commander. I mean, to be honest, I should probably get a witch and just get air superiority at this point.
Should you though?
Someone asked, you showed the campaign creation on the PC Gamer Show. Is there any other friendly creation things inside the game, like an army creation? So there's a campaign creator, obviously, there's a map creator, and then within the map creator you can do a lot of extra stuff, like you can customize units. So if you want to make a campaign map where you have like an extra strong mini-boss archer or something, you're going to be able to do that.
And then also that comes with like dialogue editors.
Yeah, there's dialogue editors, there's event editors, so you can make scripted sort of sequences. Wow, this has gone south really fast for you.
It's because I was not paying attention to any of it.
Now, what do I want to do here? I feel like I might just hit this guy from here. I forgot, does Mercius heal buildings?
Nope.
Okay. It shouldn't, right?
But it shouldn't and it doesn't.
Okay.
What are our favourite units and why, in terms of the way they function?
Ooh, I really like the archer. There's so many tactical opportunities with it, and also it's useful. It's a cheapish unit that isn't too overpowered in the early game, but towards the later game it's still useful. How about you guys?
Well, I haven't played that much. I haven't played that much. I like in concept. I think I really like the idea of the archer. The archer sounds like it can be used in so many different interesting ways.
What are you doing?
Just thinking.
Here come the vampires. These guys don't move very fast, do they?
Someone's asking, are we going to do early access? And we are not planning to. No. We'd like to put out a fully finished game. That said, I think...
What's an interesting choice, Jay?
Well, these guys are just really good at... no. I expected nothing and I'm still let down.
Yeah, early access. So we are planning to put out a finished game with a lot of content and various different modes and everything else. However, we are sort of fully aware that there has been sort of communities playing similar games for a very long time, and when we first release the game, they're probably going to find a way to break it. And we're aware of that, and we plan to just balance as we go, add new content here and there, and sort of see what happens. But we're planning to be very agile, I think, in terms of user feedback. And I'm not really convinced that early access will make a difference there. I think we just have to let the game float and see what works and what's broken and what strategies are just ridiculous, and let the community sort of help us figure out what's wrong.
It's annoying. Just gonna have to tank some damage here.
Yeah.
Do
you have your special?
I do have my special.
Your groove?
My groove, yes.
Should we announce that?
Oh, announce it?
We've never said this before.
We never said it before. No, that's
the
right.
commander's abilities are called their grooves.
Oh no, I didn't.
So I could do
You didn't predict this?
Yeah, I didn't predict this.
That's when I fight. No, this would just die if I attacked that. I could attack this, but then we're out of range because I need Mercia to be here because the Harpy's passive abilities, she does extra damage if she's standing on a mountain tile. I need to move Mercia back a bit, otherwise this Harpy will eventually kill her. This Vampire, sorry. But this is the only play. I mean, yeah, I could go here, but then I'm out of range to heal my soldier. Unless I move the soldier first, let's probably do better move actually. If I put the Mercy at the top, soldier can go here.
Someone's asking how many people work on the game.
Are
you mentally counting?
Yes.
It's, I guess, 6 people?
6
No.
or 7?
Oh yeah, 7 Steven as well, right? Yeah. It's kind of tricky because some people work full time, so some people not so much. Okay, I'm just gonna do a heal now. It's Mercia's Groove. It heals every unit within the area you saw, every allied unit, for 30% health, which is 3 on this little icon. It's very good to get out of the situation because now this Harpy will not be able to one-shot me. He can try to get a wagon in to drop Valder next to me, but my soldier's position is to block the road. I can move in this witch.
I can just see your face dropping as he explains why you're losing.
I'm gonna move this witch just outside of the reach of his Harpy so he can get the first hit. So I'm gonna move this witch on this corner here, which I'm gonna double check again because I'm very paranoid. Okay, the corner is safe. So I'm gonna move this witch just here. The witch is the air superiority unit. It's very good against other air units. So we'll make short work of his Harpy if it sticks around. And it's now in range of the Harpy. Now meanwhile here, I'm just gonna clean this up.
Dang.
Spearmen in this game are particularly interesting because their critical is...
Now here's something interesting.
No. The archers can shoot the Harpy.
The archers can shoot the Harpy, yes. How good are they at it?
Not great.
Not great at
Really?
all.
Damn.
Could just get first move on them, right? Although they have a massive range, it's gonna be.
But the spearmen are interesting units because their crit is that they crit when they're standing next to another spearman, and it's quite a powerful crit as well. So it kind of allows you to make spearman walls as like a defensive maneuver.
Should I take this?
This game is so dumb.
If I take this, he'll attack me. He will have to move to reach me there. So he'll lose his passive.
During combat, will the commander pictures have reactions like an advanced was? Yes.
Yes.
That's planned. And they'll do some other things as well that we haven't
How much damage does the city do against Harpies? I have no idea. Is it full health?
None, I think.
What? Yeah, they do.
Try and see.
Hope it doesn't crash.
If this crashes, this will be extremely
press
disappointed.
Oh, they do.
Okay, that was alright. That was worth it.
Was it though?
Yeah, I will go with yes.
We're trying to rattle him.
Okay, that's all I can do. Sorry, I realize I'm taking very long turns.
No, it's good.
It's fine,
Explaining
as
what
long as
you're
you're
doing.
talking about what you're doing, that's fine. Jay needs to learn why he loses.
Ouch.
He might still win. He might still win.
You
know, we've seen so many games in this game getting turned because somebody made a really stupid mistake or because somebody...
Which is the really cool thing about the commanders. I think there's real comeback potential in this game. And there's also, you know, when you get into a really disadvantaged position, you can attempt something a little off the wall with your commander. So what are you thinking, Jay?
I'm going to set the range of that witch, because that witch is going to one-hit me.
Someone's asking, are we using a custom engine or Unity or something else? And was it hard to adopt the Switch? We are using an engine called Halley, which is written by Rodrigo.
Yes.
It's open source.
It's on GitHub, if anybody wants to check it out.
And working on getting it working on the Switch
was
comparatively very easy.
Very easy.
Yeah.
I was very pleased with working. Like all the current generation consoles are very nice to work with compared to how consoles have been historically, and it's really been. I do not regret for one moment going with my own engine for this. It's been working good.
So I was asking about the campaign. We revealed this in our launch trailer, but it's actually going to have kind of separate campaigns per commander. We're treating it more like we've talked about, like being like a fighting game.
Yeah. So you know, in the fashion where you pick up a fighting game, you choose a character. As you play through their arcade mode, you learn a little bit about the character. You see them interact with some of the other members of the cast, and then when you win, you get a little sort of what would happen if this character was the character to, I don't know, defeat M. Bison or whatever it is. And that's kind of what we're going with here for all of the different commanders. So you'll play through many different campaigns and learn about characters along the way. And then there are also some additional modes that we haven't really announced yet, and I suspect we probably shouldn't talk about too much because they're very in flux. There will be a lot more content than just the campaign.
Someone's asking why the buildings in the middle of the map are not gaining health over time. That's a good question.
Which building in the middle of this building?
This hasn't gained health in these haven't gained health in like ages.
I might have broken it.
Yeah, that might have happened. In fact, I'm not sure any of the buildings
Oh
gain
yeah.
health.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure that's a...
This is a game that's in development, by the way.
Yes, it's...
Many bugs to be expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't a stable build even. We
Oh,
just
this is
picked
really
up our latest build off of GitHub and then just...
This one got health.
Hmm.
And so did this one, and so had that one.
Yeah, I mean, they're not all on one, right? So they have been getting health.
Interesting. But yeah, this one has. Well, but to the list.
Oh, I think maybe the barracks are getting health, but the villages are not.
Yeah, I think that might be
This
it.
No,
is
that
charge.
one on the top right is, so I don't know.
I don't understand.
We will fix that. Someone asked, is the archer able to shoot a unit behind another unit? Yes, they can.
I made a slight tactical mistake now.
Oh.
I wanted to heal
Don't
this
tell
harpy.
him.
No.
Well, I wanted to heal this harpy, but healing costs money, and I just spent all my money buying this dragon.
Oh,
Wow.
4 years.
I mean, on one hand, dragon, but on the other hand, poor now. So, wait, I should check the range of this thing before I do. Yeah, I was almost walking straight into this range. Oh, nothing else.
This is our very own streaming room, by the way. We've since moved into a new office.
Yeah, we should show off the office a bit at the end. Do you think anyone will mind?
I think
Maybe
everyone
wander
will.
around with a camera.
Like on a USB cable, just kind of stretching out. I think people probably would mind.
On the other hand, it would be cool.
It would.
Yeah, Chucklefish has upgraded since the last time we streamed this game. It's been
Chucklefish 2.0.
2.0, phase 2.
Just need to get this guy out of here for now. First option.
You're quite conservative with your units, I'm going to say.
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily a good strategy.
Oh, a ballista.
Ballista to counter the dragon. Oh, you have buffed the ballista, right? Ah, I forgot to
I made
buff
it
the-
cheaper,
Right.
but it's very good against a dragon.
Yeah. As it should
Watch
be.
out.
Someone's suggesting a hero ability that skips the next season. Yeah, that's cool. How's the sound, guys, by the way? Because this is the first time we're streaming from this room. We think it might be a little echoey, and we're going to try and solve that with some, I don't know, acoustic whatevers.
Whatever.
Whatevers, yeah.
Okay, it sounds good, apparently. That's reassuring.
Okay, that's good. So Rodrigo's gone full on air right now. That could cost you.
It could.
You haven't really balanced your... On the other hand, you do own most of the map. So I doubt it.
Right now, but I need ground units to retain control of the map, right?
Mm-hmm. I think Jay needs to make a risky play and try and...
I think he's going all in on this side. He's sending his commander and an archer and a harpy over here.
Someone's saying they hope we worked a lot on the music for the game. We have an amazing composer. Would they have heard some of the main theme playing when you started the stream?
Maybe briefly.
Yeah, we were talking over it.
He's not actually watching the stream because he's catching up on sleep so he can finish that theme. He said he'll watch the VOD, so if he's around, hey.
So every commander will have their own thing, and there will be other tracks as well.
Yeah, you hear these two a lot in the streams because these are the two commanders that we are playtesting with currently. So, what's in the bottom left of the screen?
Yeah, that's the unit and terrain details. Sometimes other cards pop up to display other things as well. So, yeah, for example, the cities tell you how much money that commander has, that faction has.
And if I put it over the commander, it shows the progress of their groove.
However, you can't see it because we've got the camera overlay right now.
Oh, sorry.
I can turn it off.
Just stop the UI if you stop moving.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, you can see here.
You can see on the right hand side.
Okay, I see.
A lot of the icons are placeholder, by the way.
Are you seeing the ghost as a placeholder?
Yeah, the ghost is a placeholder. It's not.
So considering there are different seasons in this game, does that mean there are weather effects coming up as well? There are weather effects. They actually function at the moment. So right now it's sunny. You can see that under the commander's name at the top. And there is a weather forecast. So it's not just random. You can tell what's going to come and you can prepare for it. And certain weather conditions are going to have certain gameplay effects. So already some units get their critical hit when the weather is right. The dragon is an interesting case because he's so powerful he always critical hits unless it's raining, in which case he doesn't. So it's more of a debuff for the dragon. And then there are also going to be sort of map effects to various different weather conditions. Someone is asking how you have 306 gold. That's because you used a city to heal, and the cost of healing is proportional to the cost of the unit and how much health you're healing. So it can be an odd number.
It's a serious question. So the ballista has not seen much playtest?
No, it hasn't.
Okay, so we have no idea how it behaves. I mean, other than just like the show.
We recently reduced the cost of the ballista because we were finding that people very rarely wanted to get one. And it seems to have worked. Jay bought one, so unless he did it just to show off his ballista art on the stream, which I think is actually the most likely.
No. I bought it because half his army is flying.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Someone says, haha, blue only has 305 gold, what a loser.
Dang.
Wow. I mean, I think I have less gold right now, so.
Someone's asking if Florence instantly die in winter.
Yes. It's balanced, it's fine. No, it's cool, come over here, man. Just hang out. It's fine. Where did my soldiers go? I had more than this, like at the start of the game, I swear.
Yeah, they had accidents.
Pretty sure I know what's going to happen here.
Well, first of all, let me check.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, I checked.
Well, first of all, how much? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Oh, no.
So that's okay. Now, if I do this, the ballista will one-shot me.
However,
I don't think ballistas one-shot witches. I think they take them down to like 10-15%.
I'm pretty sure they...
Oh, no, I don't think they did. I was testing it the other day.
Okay.
The ballista will not
They one-shot-
crit at this range.
They one-shot flyers or harpies or whatever, which is
And they
generic
do
name.
massive damage to dragons.
Yes, they do.
You do more damage to dragons than to witches?
At the moment, yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a big target. They're built to kill
I
dragons.
mean, it's only shooting one and a half. Yeah, that
right.
makes sense.
Someone
yeah.
asks if we find that more games end with HQ capture or defeating the enemy commander.
Right now, we're finding definitely more games end with defeating the enemy commander. Largely because as you start to lose, your only real chance is to do something kind of drastic with your commander. And it's actually really nice that way, I think. You do have a chance of a comeback. The abilities, the commander abilities, let you do some really tricky stuff and potentially pull something off. Also, we had a discussion about HQs recently, internally, and we were talking about how people rarely sort of attack the HQ or go for the HQ capture as a way of winning the game. But actually, I'm personally fine with that, because I think that they still serve a purpose, which is you have a backline that you have to defend. So people tend to defend it, and as a result, no one goes for it as a means of winning. But that's kind of its purpose being served. It stops the armies just kind of moving around the map in all over the place.
Someone asked what the infinity symbol on Rodrigo's shirt means.
The what?
The symbol on your shirt.
Oh, it's just a
It's
mobile
infinity?
strip. It's a mobile strip with mates. It's just, it doesn't mean anything. It's just cool. Because I'm a nerd, as you can tell.
I wasn't going to say it on stream.
Wow, yeah, but,
I mean-
but you were thinking it.
I was.
Yeah.
I actually did go quiet and think, should I call him a nerd?
Yeah, it's not nice to call people nerds. Then shouldn't do that.
You called yourself.
I know, I'm not nice.
What's going on right now?
I don't understand. Now here's the thing. has this very annoying ballista here, right?
It's terrible, isn't it?
I don't have I have 3 air units. I can only shoot 1.
How much money does he have?
Well, not much.
So next turn though, he's
You
going to have to
have-
recruit something that might change.
Well, he'll have 605 next turn. He can get a harpy. Which is...
Well, no, he can get other. He can get.
You
something
can
else.
get like mage and stuff, but it will be here if he does. He can't get a witch.
Someone asked how much does getting a commander cost? Given that the reinforced mechanic is quite new, we're still experimenting with the cost of a commander. Right now it's at, I think, 1,500 gold, and obviously the heal depends on how much damage they've lost, but it's proportional to 1,500. That might go up, it might go down. You have to kind of check it out. Commanders also get a passive heal of 50 health per turn.
Someone asks, can you park 4 units around an enemy production structure to prevent it from producing?
Yes.
Yes. It's a very inefficient strategy.
Or maybe, you don't know. If you somehow end up in a position where you have 4 units with 1 health and no one else is around.
Someone's asking if there's online multiplayer.
There is online multiplayer. It's going to be asynchronous. It will hopefully, or almost certainly at this point, be cross-platform. Going to make it nice and easy.
I'm tempted to just kind of go all in here. And
I can
like,
only kill so many air units, is what you're saying.
yeah, he has an archer which is gonna hurt one of my units, and the ballista
You
is
have
gonna.
so much of a financial advantage. You should be putting him in a position where he has to kill one or the other and lose because of it.
Yeah, so if I put this here, he's out of range of the archer. The ballista can still kill him, but then I can come in with the dragon and kill his city this turn. Then even if he shoots the dragon, that means the harpy is right next to him and he's lost income from that city.
Someone is saying cross-platform equals no PS version. Is that what it means? I'm not sure that is what it means.
I don't know. We'll
It's not confirmed either way.
see.
It's not confirmed either way, but
Oh, come on, cheese guys.
I'm kind of going for this.
Oh, jeez.
Although, what am I thinking? Valor can't even attack. I should just put him close to Valor so he can't escape.
someone's asking, is it only asynchronous multiplayer? So the thing is, okay,
Fuck it.
given
Sorry,
given-
I'm supposed to curse on the stream.
given
I apologize.
that asynchronous multiplayer and it's a turn-based game, as long as we can make that exchange of moves fast enough, if we have a synchronous multiplayer and both players are online at the same time, you shouldn't be able to tell the difference between synchronous and live or synchronous multiplayer.
It doesn't one-shot the dragon. That's all we needed.
It can make the dragon near useless though.
Yeah. Oh, it's not.
He must not have been the most recent build. Or maybe I didn't push it. I just had it set up so it was using the.
I was supposed to be using the one that's actually drawn.
That's a shame.
That's a shame. It's a really nice part.
I thought I got rid of all of the temporary items. Oh, that's good.
Keep that.
I should have kept a lot of this art and just had like a mod that I uploaded.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait
to
till
play
you
with
see the Colossus, the blue Colossus.
Oh, it's really funny. I thought I'd dummied that out as well, but apparently it's still here.
I'm kind of sad that no one has recruited the red giant.
I was going to,
He
but
looks amazing.
the only reason I didn't is because Jay had the harpy nearby, and I needed something that could deal with
If
her.
it still happen, maybe, probably not.
Probably not.
It's not looking good for Jay. I feel like Jay is being way too defensive to win at this point. He should have seen that he was losing.
Nice.
and gone
I'll
for
just die if
something.
I go here. I'll just.
Will you? Are you sure?
I'm just gonna send this mountain.
Also, okay.
I'm not objecting to that.
I mean, the harpy crits in a mountain.
She does.
Oh yeah. There's just so many rules, you know. It's such a tricky game. I can't be held at fault for this.
I know. You know how we were really unsure about making the harpy crit on the mountain? I think it's really interesting. It's actually working really well.
Yeah.
It makes terrain have some meaning for our units. Folder dice is.
Someone's asking for a mod where they have all of the placeholder graphics at release. We could maybe make.
I could maybe put that together. Honestly.
I mean, yeah. We store them all from Git. And
Someone asks if the mods allow us to make non-pixelated sprites. Well, sprites are pixelated, right?
I mean, like raise the resolution of the game. I guess is what they mean. That wouldn't be an involved mod.
Yeah. You could.
We had that in Starbound. The thing is, just no one bothered to do it because to convert a whole game into a mod is very, very time consuming.
This game has so many units and there's so many sprites for all
Yeah,
of
you'd be
them,
surprised.
It would be a
People
lot
keep.
more.
I saw a comment the other day that was like they were surprised there's so much to do for the artists on this game, but there is just a lot. When you like have very intricate animations for every single unit across every single faction, there's a lot to do.
It's not
Someone's asking,
asking.
is there going to be a water tile equivalent to mountains for the purpose of harpy crits versus naval units? At the moment, no, and there's actually a good reason for that, but I don't want to say too much about it because the naval stuff is quite in flux. We're trying really hard to make the water combat in this game more meaningful than it has been in other strategy games. But I'm not ruling it out. It could happen because, as I say, we're really working hard on trying out various different things with the water units.
So I could kill this ballista right now. Or at least most of it. It's 71 on this harpy and it's 29 on this. If RNG is on my side,
RNGesus.
Yeah, but
this is just within the RNG threshold. Is RNG even enabled in this build? I don't
What are we even playing? Yeah.
What is it, this game even? Because the other thing I could do is I could just send this dragon to this other city and just kind of stretch this out a bit longer, basically starve him while I move in Mercia. But that means this ballista will get another shot. It will be a very crippled shot after this 71%.
I shouldn't have bought that archer. That was supposed to. I should have just said we got another.
yeah, I didn't
ballista.
know what you were really thinking of buying the archers there.
If I can put like a little bit of pressure now, I think I'm probably
The archer
outnumbered
is not
here.
a bad counter to the knight. He does a fair amount of damage. But I mean, we're pretending you didn't lose quite a while ago, I think. Well, actually, no, you have. I genuinely think, I'm going to keep saying it, Wargroove really does support some miraculous comebacks if you sort of take a risk. I think. Not positioned correctly either. It's nice.
I might just leave that ballista with 3 health. It's gonna do some damage, but it won't be the end of the world.
Someone asked about toggleable option to make all the units facing the same way. I've seen a few people ask that, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, this came up in some of the Reddit threads where some people like all of the units to bob at the same time, and other people like them to bob out
And
of
also
sync.
face.
And some people like them all to face the same way, and some people like them to face different directions. Right now, they face the center of the map, but
No, I think to start with, but I think when they face the direction they end up moving in.
yeah, they do after
they've
moving,
moved,
yes.
yeah.
But we can look into it. We can maybe add an option if it becomes an issue. It seems people on both sides have a pretty strong argument for it. It's quite split.
I wish I could get this out of the reach of that archer.
So someone asked, will the campaign have stuff like score ranking, secret missions, and unique units? So we will have ranking, and we're still sort of exploring what sort of like interesting things we can do with the campaigns, and maybe with unique units and that kind of thing. I'm not going to confirm anything just yet, but we're aiming for them to be kind of creative and a little different to PvP.
Right, got this switch out of the way. Both of those. Should keep it in general range of this tower. So I can. How much damage does he do against witches? Not much. So I'm gonna keep this here to block Alder from walking across the mountain. Not that I think he would, but yeah. This.
Oh, why can now? Oh.
Okay. How much gold is it? Oh, is that 900? Okay. I should recruit something.
You should save for the golem.
Kind of really want a tribute shitty though.
However, look, he doesn't even fit in the portrait box. That's how awesome he is. No one has seen.
Should I do the golem for the
No one
stream?
has seen this unit.
Yeah.
And its attack is awesome.
I'm gonna end up losing this game because I'm
Yeah, that sounds likely, I think. It's a really strong risk.
right, tactical choice here.
Yeah, that terrible unit, the golem. Right.
Yeah, but I could have a tribute shit this turn and ready to attack the next turn.
Oh god. Okay. This is not looking good for me, I'll be honest. This witch is useless now.
Yes.
Which
I
is
was
the
wondering
one,
why you were targeting it rather.
I was just putting and pretending that I care about it to try to make him shit it. Didn't work. Red herring. Oh, interesting. Finish the animation.
Have no income.
Yeah, it's kind of.
However, we might get to see the golem slap something, which
is worth it.
is definitely worth it.
Should I take this house?
I mean, you're denying me income. I mean, you're also putting your commander right next to mine and next to my harpy.
Yeah, this is true. This is not ideal.
However, I mean. Really?
Why didn't you take the city?
I
don't understand this choice. Well, thanks for the meter, I guess.
Just wanted to do a little bit.
I mean, you showed off the skill.
Oh yeah, okay, you can use the archer.
Yeah.
I forgot about the archer.
But he could have used the archer and captured the city.
Yeah, he could have. He could have. Okay, let's get a giant going here. Golem.
Can allied factions in 2v2 use abilities on friendly allied units? That's something we're still deciding. I think it would be really nice because I think one of the things we want to do in so you're honor bound here.
I'm gonna hit Valder, but I'm not gonna kill him.
Yeah,
so we
however,
have enough time to use the golem.
When we haven't finished the knight's passive attack yet, you'll have to run in a straight line to get the critical.
Oh yeah, that would be unfair because this is technically a bug.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna hit Valder anyway, so he's not getting the bonus.
However, hit something.
Oh no, wait. Bothered not. I know, that's 92. The 9 in this font is quite similar. Sorry?
You need to hit something with the golem before we leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the archer unless Jay runs away with the. Okay, so. Beautiful.
Ouch.
This is not a bridge. I think it's Cuba with backgrounds in the desert. Desert maps are new.
I mean, you could finish the game now.
I could, but
however.
Yeah. However, we need to use the thing. I'm just gonna kill this. So it's not bothered.
Oh dear.
It would be hilarious if Jay somehow sneaked past and killed Mercy, you know?
Could happen, you never know.
With which unit?
Should probably have killed that archer, to be honest. But
someone asked, does the golem even lift, bro? Funny you should ask.
It's actually yeah, funny. It's not in this build though.
No, it's not. So the golem is the only standard unit without a passive ability, but it does have an ability. And we haven't said what it is yet.
Don't have much money. I guess I can heal a little bit here. Just why not, right? Then just so it doesn't run away. That was flying too late. That's probably actually a bad idea because now it's gonna crit that thing. But okay.
Just don't get that archer killed, Jay. Really.
Yeah, keep the archer alive.
You can do it! every little helps.
Bonk.
Ouch. Go on, do it.
Man, he really felt that one.
Yeah. What am I even gonna do now? Oh no, it's Sickness City.
I think both Camillo and Michael are in the chat actually.
Oh, are they?
Michael is the artist who drew this guy.
Where is Michael?
He posted earlier, I think.
Oh, okay.
So he'll be able to see everyone and see his work. I probably should have bought a unit. I should may as well have spent the money.
Should have bought a what?
Anything.
Oh. Okay.
This is gonna go well.
Nope. Okay, let's finish this with the commander, right? This is the right way to do it.
This is the right way to play the game. Ah. There's some extra effects there too.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Well played. Good game. GG.
Oh, you have to press A. No, you can.
Yeah.
And people can hear the first draft of the theme tune.
Yeah.
So rude and savage.
This is a very satisfying attack, especially for like the strongest ground unit. Look at all this. This is a very nice demo screen.
Yeah, that was nice.
Feels so official.
Check out the Blue Merman placeholder art, which is actually replaced in the latest.
Yeah, we just fixed that. I could have replaced that, but.
Will the game become 4-player or more? Yes, it will be 4-player. More?
Probably not more than 4-player. I don't think we talked about it.
I don't think it would work very well. I mean, we could maybe allow it. You know.
I mean, we could. It would probably not be the optimal experience. Like, you'd have to wait so long for your turn.
Someone's asking if we want to spoil everyone on the columns active.
I think we talked about it in Discord.
Sorry, I keep saying someone, by the way. It's just much easier than reading their names, and I'm quite far away from the screen. So, should we talk about it?
I mean, we are not 100% sure.
We're not. We might change it.
Yeah,
we haven't tried it in game. It could be overpowered, whatever. But they're going to be able to pick up and throw other units.
This one have big
to start
arms.
with, just allied units for extra range. But maybe they can
the
throw enemy units. I don't know.
That would be hilarious. I would love
it. Is there anything else we need to cover? I think we've.
But yeah, that's Wargroove. So I think what we're going to do from here on out, I'd like to stream more regularly and also get sort of different people on stream playing various different maps and matches. And just get a lot of feedback from people early on about how they think the balance is going, that kind of thing. Maybe we could start a little sort of office tournament. stream the whole thing.
Wow.
People also don't even mind the terrible placeholder art. In fact, I think they liked it, so you know.
I think maybe we need to go back to placeholder.
Yeah, we need to put more placeholder. I think that's the
We've
takeaway.
spent all like this time doing all this pixel art, but for what end really?
Someone said that map is so gigantic. That's actually a single player map.
It's actually it's more like a test
well,
map.
it's a demo a single player map, but some of the single player maps are going to be a bit more sprawling, and they'll have sort of scripted events in them and that kind of thing. So they tend to be quite different from PvP maps. But you can see the docks there and the water cities.
Oh, yeah.
Water cities are one of the ways we're aiming to make the water combat a lot more meaningful. You can also see the turtle there, which is a unit we haven't really said much about. Sure.
No, but apparently a lot of people are really curious about the
It's
turtle.
not just the turtle. There's a guy
The turtle is
riding.
the turtle is not what
the
people
transport. The turtle is the steed.
Yeah, the people are very surprised, I think, for the turtle.
Well, not anymore. I think with well.
no,
no,
it gets
still
it gets
surprising.
stranger. But someone asked if they can play 4 players and notifications. That's kind of in the vein of what asynchronous is.
It is, but notifications are very platform dependent. There's only so much we can do there per platform, so it depends on the platform you're playing on and that kind of thing, and we'll do what we can to notify you of your turn as much as we can, given the platform.
I think that kind of covers everything. That's probably
Yeah.
Is there any other interesting questions?
multiple battle animations per unit.
We didn't actually show this on the stream, but the archer.
No,
has
it happened once, and I don't think we mentioned it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, multiple battle animations. The archer's the best example right now, probably.
Yeah.
But other units will have it as well. The archer stabs the opponent with an arrow on counter-attack to a melee attacker. So they do have.
Yeah, I think it applies to a few different units. Yeah, I mean, so we have a streaming room now, and
Yeah.
the game is also in a much better
Should we
place
point
to
the camera out into the office? We can do that.
Yeah,
People
I
might-
think that's fine.
Go on.
Oh, this is a really hot camera.
It does get really hot. It's great.
This is Chucklefish HQ.
This is overclocked.
We take things very seriously here at Chucklefish Games. So it's a nice place. Let's put this back on now. Yeah. So hopefully we can kind of do this more and show the game off.
Yeah, it was good to do this.
Yeah.
Someone said the new office looks so good. Thank you. I was able to, this is our office, we bought this office, so we were able to decorate it however we wanted. And we spent a lot of time making sure that it was a good working space.
And if there's anything in particular you guys would like to see on stream, within reason.
Yeah.
It's like, show every commander. No.
But how about we do a tournament? Does that sound like a fun idea? You seem anxious, but I know that you don't like playing against other people, so...
Can I be the referee?
We could even put up like a little kind of like a tournament.
Like,
Yeah, we can have a league board.
Like a league board.
yeah.
Double elimination, maybe?
The winner gets a medal.
No.
Wow.
Well, maybe.
We're not willing to put in the funds for a medal. Yeah,
What
Someone
are
was just to stream the map editor.
another
we
time
can in the
maybe.
future, yeah.
We can
Yeah,
do that.
another time.
We can make some maps on screen and really show off the features. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, that would be good.
Someone said you guys are doing great work on one of my favourite game devs.
Aw.
Nice, thank you.
Thanks, man.
We need to show off some of our other projects when we're not far away from being able to do that, I think.
Time, yeah.
So we're aiming to be a game studio that's working on 2 projects at once, which is partly for our insanity and partly because we want to do one big project and one smaller project alongside each other so that we have a game coming out to sustain ourselves and everything else. And Wargroove currently is our smaller project in terms of sort of just mostly in terms of the development requirements rather than the scope of the game, because I think Wargroove is going to have a huge amount of content. But so we're going to have a
Units keep running across water. I need to clarify that.
Yeah, this is
Well,
all
not the same.
placeholder art.
Even like the
Very
finished
placeholder.
unit art won't look the same running across water.
Yeah.
Everything that looks bad that you see is because it's a placeholder, and everything that you like is intentional.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the policy, I think. I think
Yeah.
it's the official Great.
Cool. Shall
Should
we
we
wrap
wrap
up?
this up?
Yeah.
We're going.
So let's answer one more question.
One more question.
We're gonna have a barbecue.
Nice. It's gonna be good.
So the whole game looks like wow. It's,
Wow, that's so good.
it's not. It's not
Because there's a delay, we've like asked for questions, and now we're kind of waiting.
Yeah,
Now
you have
it's
to
a little
awkward,
really
awkward.
see it here.
Nice weather.
Is it though?
No, it's
It's
terrible.
England.
Oh,
yeah, we
people
have.
should join the Wargroove Discord.
Yes.
It's good, and I often come and just talk about things we're thinking about implementing, or discuss balance, that kind of thing. There's been some really good ideas from the Wargroove Discord. So if you just sort of really want to get involved in development or hear about things that we're considering before they sort of get announced or be made public, it's a good place to be.
Yeah, Reddit is also
Reddit's good.
pretty good. We have lots of interesting discussions happening there.
Post the stream. Someone should do a breakdown of all new news.
Somebody
People
will.
always ask that.
They
Okay,
probably
someone
will.
says, will Wargroove get a physical release? So, insight into game dev, I guess. I don't know how much of this I'm supposed to talk about, but one of the hurdles to physical release is always obviously the cost. So when we're considering physical release, we obviously don't want to have the physical release raise the price of the digital release. And then if we're going to do a physical release, there's inherent cost involved, and we have to make the extra cost worth it to obviously the consumer or whoever's going to consider buying a boxed copy. So on that note, what would you guys like to see in a physical release if we were to do one, outside of obviously just like the game?
It's kind of like an open-ended
Soundtrack.
question, right?
Yeah, I'd be
hit us
interested
up.
in hearing what people would like from a physical.
They don't have to come to us with answers like right now.
No, well, no, I'm not going to go and do it after we leave this room. But
Cool.
Yeah, maybe have a thread on Reddit. Somebody started a thread.
Someone do
and
that.
discuss.
Someone
yeah, that
post
would be
stuff.
good. It would be good to hear what sort of thing people would like for a game like this.
Yeah.
Great. I kind of think that covers everything for our stream.
I think that wraps it up.
Thanks very much for tuning in.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do this more often. We have the
I'm
facilities
going
for it
to
now.
champion a internal office tournament.
Tell your friends to come watch. They'll have a good time. It's nice. It's a nice way to spend your afternoon.
Yeah, it's like, isn't the Dota International happening right now? It's like you can compete against them.
Someone says that as long as it's not digital content locked behind the physical release, that won't be the case.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that.
Okay, cool. Thanks
Great.
everyone.
Thanks
Thanks for
very
tuning in.
much.
Do we have like an outro screen?
Yeah, we have. We have.
We have an end screen.
We
but
don't have an outro screen now.
Well,
Just slide the camera off the screen.
Okay.
just slide.
just-
Get the Chucklefish and just slide them in front of the camera.
Thanks so much.
Wait. If I position this perfectly, no, that's not going to work.
It's gonna be
I was
difficult.
hoping it would fade from this into the logo you have, but it's centered. That would have been amazing. We should finish our streams like that.
Cool.
Bye everyone.